Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here, and I'm back with another figure review. And I have another 6-inch Star Wars Black Series figure for you. And this is Princess Leia Organa in her Boushh disguise. This is a very cool figure. I'm for the most part happy with her. There's, one major thing that bothers me, or maybe two things. But overall, we'll give you a look in a moment at the figure. First, again, real quick, we'll show you the packaging. Very standard at this point. There's your bubble and a little profile pic. Star Wars The Black Series, figure number 16, Princess Leia Organa Boushh. And we got the Hasbro logo. And, down here, the StarWars.com and Hasbro and Disney, all that stuff. Here we have cool image. We got Bib Fortuna there with Leia in the Boushh disguise. This is a cool image, which makes you think, I hope we get a Bib Fortuna at some point. Number 16, Princess Leia Organa Boushh. So no bio there. There's the packaging. Here's the figure. And this is a very good figure. It's well designed, the sculpting, the painting, all there. We'll just give you a pan down. I love all the little sculpted details, this bandolier with all the little gadgets and weaponry and things like that. And we got browns and oranges and tans. I like that. So overall, she is really well designed. We got this backpack here with cool writing and markings on there. The hair is really nicely sculpted. There's not too much paint variation, but overall we got good detail on the gloves, and just overall, for the most part, is pretty good. A little more paint detail on these various items that are on her belt would have been nice, but not a big deal. We have this little cape here that is cloth, which is nice, similar to what we saw with Boba Fett. Not the same kind of material, but how we have this little sort of half cape, which I like. I like that they went with the soft goods on that. Very cool. Now here's the thing. The facial sculpt. It's not very good. It's okay. I don't know. There's something about it just doesn't look right. Again, the female facial sculpts, they don't seem to get them right too well. Give you a little comparison now, and then here we'll see another thing that boggles my mind. This is, I picked this up recently because it was on sale. Here's the Slave Leia figure, the infamous Slave Leia. I'm sure we've been talking about this. It's the same character. Why is she so much shorter than this? I don't understand that. The uniform and the boots would make her a little taller, but it just looks very out of proportion. Looks very odd. And now this is an older figure, so I'm not even going to bother. But look at not going to bother reviewing her. But look at the facial. The facial sculpt there is so much better. It looks more like Carrie Fisher in comparison to this. I don't know. It doesn't look like Carrie Fisher at all. It doesn't look like Leia. I think it still looks great. It's still not a deal breaker for me. It just looks very odd. And if I display her, I'll probably get a display her most likely with the helmet on anyway. So we'll fit that on. This is a tight. There we go. And that looks cool. That's the helmet sculpt. That really saves the figure, at least for me. Because this is probably how I'll display her. But that is really well done. You have, weathering, and this looks really well. I love the green kind of lighting on the helmet, or like where the readout we saw, and the silver and all the various paint details, all the little sculpting details. That's really well done. That really helps save this figure. I think it's really cool. The one weapon she has, well, she has two accessories. We'll show you this. This is her staff rifle thing. It's all black paint. It's nicely sculpted, but you know, a little more paint detail. But you know, this is what Hasbro has to do. They splotch of paint here, splotch of paint there. I guess it adds up. So it fits for what it is. I really wish they had some more paint detail on this, but it's okay. One other accessory, again, it's very small, is you have this, which is cool. The thermal detonator. I'm going to try and get that. See, it's just a little ball, and there's like a little silver line there, which is good. And you see the hole there, which there's a spot to peg. You just saw me take it off the belt. So that's cool that she has that. And you can get her to hold it a little bit. You just kind of got to balance it in there. So that's a cool little accessory. That is obviously, we see that in the movie, and she uses that when she's negotiating with Jabba the Hutt. I think it should be more silver than black. It should be, I think, mostly silver and just little touches of black as opposed to this. Well, it's still neat that it's there. And you can see there's the little peg there. Okay, hopefully I'm showing you all the various details. I really want to, because this is where the figure shines, is all the sculpted details on the outfit. Okay. We'll take this off and we'll go over now the helmet. I want to go over the articulation without the helmet. This helmet is a tight fit. And just to show you that. So that helmet very much stays on. Once you get it on, it's not good. It doesn't wobble around, and it's going to stay on. We'll go over the articulation. Ball joint, so up, down, good range of movement there, left and right. Shoulders, nice ball joints, and they move up and down, forward. You have swivel at the elbow, and nice hinge joints there. They flow, they move real freely. Swivels at the wrists and hinge joints at the wrists. Really good movement there. There is a ball joint on the upper torso, which can move a decent amount. It's hindered a little bit by this belt bandolier piece, but you still got a decent amount left, right, forward, back. So that's good. It's done real well. Hip joints, they're ball joints, and they're that in and out, but that is completely hindered by this lower part. This is a very rigid plastic that they used for this. So pretty much no hip movement. The legs move forward and back, and hindered, they're not hindered as much as the hips. Doesn't go back too much, but you do have that forward, so you can get the leg kicking. Upper thigh swivel. Double joints at the knees. Nice tight joints there. And nice joints there. They're not as tight as some of the other joints. They're a little looser, but they're not so loose that she flops over. So not super tight, but they're tight enough that she stands well. And you do have the rocker joint, the ankle pivot there. So overall, good articulation. This could be a little bit better. It's hindered by this, and the hip joints are really hindered. So that's the one letdown as far as articulation is concerned. Like I said, here I'll give you a better look at the helmet. The helmet goes on, and once you get it on, it takes some finagling, and it's staying on. You really got it. It doesn't come on and off easily, so you got to work it so you won't have it falling off or anything like that. So like if you have the figure posed with the helmet and it falls over, it probably won't fall off, which is good. She holds on to this nicely, as you could see, and you could do like a double-handed pose, which is good. She can certainly grip onto that real well. This is a more closed hand, so you can get it gripping onto that. So you can certainly do that. So there's no problem there. The helmet is really nice. The addition of the thermal detonator is very good. I enjoy that a lot. The biggest problem is the facial sculpt. It's just not there. I mean, it is a nice facial sculpt, but it doesn't look like Princess Leia. It doesn't look like Carrie Fisher. Again, and this, I still, maybe someone else has an idea as to why this happened. Why is this Princess Leia figure so much shorter than this one? I don't know. So let me know. If someone has an idea as to why that is, let me know. But overall, it's a really good figure. You know, I still waiting for, I would rather a Hoth Leia and the New Hope Leia, why they did these Leias first as opposed to some of the others, I'm not sure. But I think this is still a really good figure. And if you have the Jabba the Hutt, and, you know, we have the Jedi Luke and stuff like that, it's a good figure if you want to do some sort of display like that. Overall, I'm glad to have this figure. I think it's a very good figure. It's just not great. And the facial sculpt is just really bad, and the makeup on, like, the rouge or whatever this is supposed to be on her face just doesn't look too well. And just, I don't know. It's throwing me off. But so again, this is a figure maybe it's not essential for you. Maybe you're waiting for them to do that, a New Hope Leia or Bespin or Hoth Leia. So of the two, I like this more than the Slave Leia, I guess. Slave Leia is more iconic. I don't know. But it's just, yeah, that facial sculpt just really bugs me. It just doesn't look good. Other than that, you know, you have the other major drawback is the hip joints are very hindered. In fact, hindered almost completely by this. Other than that, I think it's a great figure. I think it's worth picking up. Certainly, you know, if you're buying those original trilogy figures, which is what I've been concentrating on. Again, this is like, it's maybe not be an essential figure for the collection. So, but if you want a Leia, if you're doing a Jedi scene, I don't know. Again, it's up to the individual person whether or not they want to get on this. You know, I'm still glad to have it, but it's not one of my favorite figures, certainly. So there you go. Princess Leia Organa Boushh Disguise, 6-inch scale, Star Wars Black Series. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it helpful and informative. And like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until my next video, stay tuned, and may the Force be with you.